A frequently asked question regarding families forming disciples is, what are the best ways to implement families forming disciples? Families forming disciples was created with the idea that the small group that you would be working with as a catechist would be the family. So families would be together in a small group and they would learn together, they would pray together, and they would do all of the activities together. And sometimes that works really well at parishes, and sometimes parishes have to do it a little bit differently, depending on their resources, their space, lots of different reasons. As we know, every parish is different. So we just want to talk about some of the options that you have. Okay, so families being their small group is really important, and I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming question as to why it's really important. But optimally, it would be great if catechists could work with about 3 to 6 families at a time. That depends on the size of the family. I wouldn't go more than 8 families together at a time per catechist. Especially if you had large families, that would be too much. You want to make sure that you as a catechist can accompany the families well. In addition to that, sometimes a parish changes the way that they do it. Maybe the catechists are not comfortable teaching in front of adults. That happens sometimes. So in that case, a pastor, and we've had several pastors take the lead and open up the whole entire event with prayer, or their parish leader or their DRE could do this as well. And then they share about 10 to 15 minutes of the content. And then after that, the catechists take the families that they are working with into other areas of a building, and they work with those families and they do all the other activities. It might be the icebreakers, the games, the prayer time together, any kind of crafts, the family conversation, super important, as we always say, and the prayer. So that's another option, another way of doing it. We also have some parishes that separate the children from the adults, and they'll put them into separate areas and teach the content according to that particular child's level, or an adult level for obviously the adults. However, it is really important that they then bring them back together after doing that content instruction to do all those other things together. That's really important as a family, because we want them to have the opportunity to get comfortable praying together at church as a family, because then they'll be comfortable praying at home as a family. So having them share those family conversations that you're helping them to have and making a safe space for them to have those conversations, giving them an opportunity to do those activities, all of that is key to what we're trying to do in Families Forming Disciples. So until next time, thanks for joining us, and God bless.